Hi YouTube, it's Catalina. I feel like I took, like 2 weeks of YouTube off. It was kind of not what I wanted to do, but I just really had absolutely no time to do anything other than work, try to survive work, sleep, and wake up in guilt, and do it all over again. I don't really remember switching jobs being this hard, but I guess as you get older, your mind kind of gets really just kind of stuck into like its own habits, and you have like a routine going on. It's hard. Change is really hard, and I completely understand why people just want to stay at the same job or like job culture as long as they can. The new company that I'm working for, they kind of have like their own universe going on. So for me, it's almost like trying to learn a new language while writing a book and going on like a book tour at the same time. Literally, I'm building the plane while I'm trying to fly it. And yeah, it's just a lot to take in. And like, to be really honest, I just didn't have any capacity to do anything else. So my diet went down the drain, my workouts went down the drain, like my sleep schedule just got completely bombarded. My working hours were all over the place, and my one and only goal was just trying to keep myself afloat. So I know this sounds like I'm complaining and trying to make excuses, but that was literally my life for like the first 20 whatever days of October. So I wanted to kind of do a sit down with you guys and give you guys a little bit of an update of what's going on in my life and where I want this channel to go. First thing is work. I think you guys are pretty tuned into what's been happening, like what's been going on in the background. And then on top of that, I had asked to be relocated to Michigan, so I have been house hunting. Even before I actually got a job at Google, I have been house hunting for a very, very long time. And it's just been like a really, really frustrating journey, because all of the places that we're looking at, or all of the houses that we actually like, as soon as they hit the market, like they're gone within like 48 hours. And the housing market is hot, and just trying to even like get a decent place in Michigan is almost close to impossible, because there's barely any supply that kind of checks off a lot of what we have on our list. A lot of house hunting virtually. Sorry, what is this? And I finally decided to go to Michigan and kind of check out like the neighborhoods and like the downtown areas for each of like these suburbs, and just the areas that I was interested in, and just kind of take a look and kind of feel the vibe myself. And I got a good sense of what Michigan living would be like. Now that I'm like more like in like full gear, I really just want to kind of like lock in a house so my relocation process can begin, because everything is on hold because I do not have a destination in Michigan, and that's kind of problematic. It's not like California where you could afford to move any time of the year. Michigan has started to get cold. By the time I was leaving Michigan, it was kind of like in like the 40s and 50s, like even like during the day. And I don't think moving or renovating or buying a house is going to be any easier as we go deeper and deeper into winter. And my relocation is actually tied into when people have to mandatorily go into office. So the team that I'm in, we do have certain days that we have to go into the office. So once the office opens, I have 90 days for myself to actually be able to show up at the office. So time is ticking, and I still don't have a house, and I'm very nervous about that. Last but not least, I've never told you guys this, but I am kind of studying on the side too. As you can see, I'm actually prepping for the GMAT. And I have thought about getting an MBA for probably the longest time. I just never thought I was able to, because you have to take 2 years out of your career. I'm gonna try to take advantage of my location and my company. So I will be working out of Ann Arbor, and there's one pretty famous school in Ann Arbor. They do have weekend MBAs, so I'm just gonna try to squeeze that weekend MBA program into my working schedule, so I don't have to quit working to go to school full time. But at the same time, after 2 years, I could get whatever MBA you call it from a legit school, and then like that could possibly help me with my career. So those are kind of like the three main things going on in the background. And my apologies, I'm actually learning as I go. Time management and just prioritizing everything, it has just kind of been completely out of whack. I want to see my content actually have meaning and I could like film like snippets of my week here and there and like put it together and call it a vlog. But I've been having like a really hard time with my channel. I thought eventually something will come to me, and eventually it did. And I think one of the solutions, and my birds are just like going crazy because they can hear me. Throughout my entire life, I have never been good at finishing projects. This channel, for example, is ironically a really good example. Same with my weight loss, and this is why I felt a little bit iffy about posting like a weight loss video. I wanted it to actually be a motivation to just keep me consistent with a new habit that I had formed, but at the same time I was really kind of dreadful that I was gonna fall off the horse, which I did. I just always kind of fall off the horse and then everything just becomes null. I feel like that's actually like really hindered me from growth. The thing is, like, I have no mechanism to keep myself accountable. So I wanted to kind of fix that, and I wanted to take you guys along that journey through a vlog form. Basically what we're gonna do is, what I'm gonna do is I am going to try to start finishing things up. I know this concept is kind of weird, but let me kind of walk you through like a real life example. I bought this house in 2017 and it was quite move-in ready. Like there wasn't like anything like massively wrong with the place, but I mean there was like a few things that I really didn't like. First was the walls. They had texture on it, so I skim coated every inch of this house and just made it really smooth. So that's actually one project that I actually got through like completely. And then, you know, like the fireplace was like really ugly and had this like weird ass like piece of wood just kind of lodged in there like a mantle. So I took everything out and I literally tiled the fireplace and made a mantle myself, but I just was never able to do like the last finishing touches, which is basically caulking around the frame of the fireplace. So I still have blue tape on there, and like every time I see it, it just kind of reminds me, oh, I just didn't finish it. But at the same time, for some reason, I am unable to finish it. So like finishing that would be kind of like one of like my weekly tasks. So it's like small things like this where like, you know, you don't have that satisfying like closure to something. So I wanted to kind of like address that and challenge myself to kind of go through like the small motions in life where I'll be able to finish things. And I think with that comes a lot of fulfillment, and then it just kind of helps you move forward in life. So I kind of want it to be like the little like string that kind of threads through all of my content. That will be kind of the running theme in the background. And then of course, the meaty part of every single video would be in the form of vlogs. To kind of tie everything together, what better thing to do than to bring something back from the past and do a reboot like everyone else is doing. So we are going to reboot Catalog. Catalog is a series name that one of my viewers had given to me like a long time ago. So what catalog actually means is basically I'm cataloging my life, but at the same time it's like Catalina and vlog. You just like put it together. It's just amazing. Catalog. I really want to promise that I will upload at least once a week. I haven't really thought about the day of the week, but hopefully like the schedule will kind of settle and I'll have like a good rhythm and I can see you guys regularly on this channel. All right, so thank you, love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.